let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
Named for the legendary coach and co-founder of the Bengals, there's a good look at Paul Brown Stadium on the riverfront in Cincinnati. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the Arizona Cardinals. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing on first down is Murray. Buying time, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Carry win. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Nick Perry comes flying in for the sack. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Murray with a 3rd and long. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Ready to break.
51. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Ready.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cassius Marsh able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Loss of a yard.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after it right out of the gate.
Now Joe Mixon. And this play a lot like the previous one. Thanks to that stout Cardinal defense. Back-to-back, they've been tackled behind the line.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
You ain't going nowhere.
And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
Well, not a big gain with that play, but what they're doing is they're spreading the defense out, probing a little bit, and what they're hoping probably is that later in the game, they can create a matchup that they can exploit for big yardage later.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. On the return is Peterson. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Gurley with a little bit of an opening there as he's able to get 5 on first down. Jesse Bates, who led the Bengals in tackles as a rookie, there to make the stop. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Gurley. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. On first down, it's Gurley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
On 2nd and 12, Murray. It's caught by OBJ. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Ready? Hey, hold on. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. And he's got it. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. Here's Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Tyler Eifert, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Now, this is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. From end zone to end zone, it's a 106-yard return as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. A first half update now from Philadelphia, and the Eagles out in front early. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Getting the sense Charles are going to put big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Breaks the tackle, now an alley. A big run there by Gurley. And even 60 yards. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jordan Evans, the blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed in this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Murray now, 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Odell Beckham, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
Go! 60 outlaw.
On first down, Hill. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for Cincinnati. 42 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Mixon running right. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. After the penalty, it's Mixon. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Brandon, after last week we went over 200 yards. Looks like the hot tub, cold tub, whatever he did, it worked pretty well.
Much chatter about that performance. Rightfully so. AFC Offensive Player of the Week. Down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, but we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with to have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Good work, boy. Let's go. Let's go.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Murray now on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jordan Evans able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
To try again after the sack. Murray, this one complete to Christian Kirk. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there. Murray going to lead his guys up 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. From the pistol, it's Gurley. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one going the wrong direction. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 45-yard line. Well, we know that Murray can run the football. He rushed for 1,000 yards during his final year at Oklahoma, better than 7 yards per carry. And Cliff Kingsbury says, I trust him running the football. This is a guy that has known his quarterback since 2012. When Murray under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Give him 3 on the play, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Here's Gurley now, out of the gun.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. that appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Here's Andy Lee now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
On the ready.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Ready.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Mixon with a first down carry. He'll have a first down past the 40. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Hill going back to the air on 2nd down.
I remember growing up playing basketball. My coaches always talked about communicating on defense, making sure you talk on defense, know where your screens are, know where the cuts are coming from, who has who. Well, guess what? It's the same thing in football. Even though there's more noise out there, you can hear all the screams of screen. This defense, the bench, everyone let them know what the play was, and that's why they're able to react and knock the ball away.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Set 70, Indy.
They'll run on first down. Nixon, he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Hill to the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And it's 3rd and short.
Brings up 3rd down and 1.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
Hey, Alpha.
Out of the gun. Hill. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like you had green on that play.
And he's He's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. The linebacker, Jordan Hicks, flying in there for the sack.
Now, how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz. And the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
Another try after the first down sack. Hill, and the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They go play action here on first down. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Clinton McDonald in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big.
3 down.
61, matchbox lights. Check 49.
To throw is Hill. Open man is Ross, complete. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here's Matt Darr now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Now it's Peterson. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
On third down, they'll run it with Gurley. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now, as he's on to punt for Arizona. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Off of play action. Hill. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Hassan Reddick able to record his 5th sack of the season. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Hill looks to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, here's Murray. It's caught. Beckham. Touchdown, Cardinals. Odell Beckham with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Again, it's Mixon. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
On 1st down, Mixon. And some space here. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second, we do have a flag, so they will accept the penalty and move forward. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all to score as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Murray now on first down. This one caught by Isabella. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Now Murray off play action. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session. But, Coach, I was throwing it to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Murray. He'll let it go deep. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cardinals. Odell Beckham, 65 yards. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
10 yards there on a Bengal first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to Mixon on first down. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Here's Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Second down, Murray sets to throw. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Andy Isabella, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And an alley to run. And a cut to the right. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 20, 10. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. John Ross, 79 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now. They're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each ending in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. So they move from 136 over to the other as they come up on first down. First down, Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they went empty backfield, and because of that, nobody was there to pick up the blitz.
And you know that offenses, when they go with the empty backfield, they have different things designed on every play to try to account for things. But what people often forget, defense is audible as well. And a lot of times they see an empty backfield, they audible right into a blitzing situation.
He finds his target, Beckham. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Odell Beckham, 43 yards. Here the Cardinals push further out in front. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
Down, 50, plant.
Check, 43. You're not ready.
On second down now. Mixon. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about.
48-yard line.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Now the 2nd down throw on target. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here on a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Back to throw it. Murray to the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Christian Kirk, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. Just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. Nice move at the 40. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner, because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, those are the guys they really value.
That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. And maybe the wrong read there, as he's going to go down immediately. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that should just about put this one in the win column for the Cardinals.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Now Gurley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Another carry now for Gurley. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40.